Hello. Ben again. Ben again. Sorry if the audio is kind of poor on this, but I'm just shooting from the hip here. Let's give it a shot real quick. Beautiful morning. Feels a little bit like fall. I know it's premature, but it's really very pleasant. I just am trying to figure some things out, and I'm just figuring it out. I'm verbal processing, right? Everybody comes on the internet, on the YouTube, and hey, I got this thing figured out. If you have these three steps, if you have these two things, waha, join my course, and you're gonna, your relationship could work, whatever, or you can become a millionaire, or whatever, right? Now, some of that's pretty tried and tested for sure, but um, but I don't have that. Simply verbal processing. I have a failed marriage, like a failed relationship, and a lot of things you look back on, and you're like, I see what I did wrong there. And so that's kind of, you're failing forward. If you've ever heard that term, failing forward, right? So I talked to two different couples in the last week, and I know these couples very well, and they've been married a long time. Um, really, I talked to three couples, but two of them I've known for a long time, and one of them, the husband, is a childhood friend of mine. Good friend. We go back a very long way. And I'm trying to think, in one of these marriages, it's the second marriage, it's the second relationship. But they've been together a long time now, they have children, so on and so forth. And I thought this was very interesting. Two different couples, they don't know each other. Okay. I have talked to one of the couples, lives up here near where I live, and the other one lives down where I used to live. Um, but these people don't know each other. And I was talking to the wife. I've talked to the husband recently, and then I talked to the wife the other day about relationships and marriage, and I trust these people. They're good folks. And then the other one, I just talked to the husband the other day about it. And they all said the same thing. They said, there was probably, again, they don't know each other, and they're saying the same things. And what they were saying was, there's probably somebody better out there for me, somebody who fits better. And the word that they both used was compatible. There's probably somebody more compatible for me out there. I don't feel like in, these situations were very compatible, or, we started out kind of aligned, and then we ended up kind of on different pages on different things, different topics. And, we're just not that compatible, really. But they both said that they both have the idea of choosing each other again. And in my opinion, I think very few people get it, the perfectly compatible person. I think that's very, very rare. And some people make it look easy. That's true. But I think that's not the majority of long term relationships. It's not the majority. And so listening to these people talk about their spouse, which I am friends with all of them, I know all of them. And to hear them say that is not a surprise, really. But the fact that these couples don't know each other and they're all saying that, there was probably somebody more compatible for me. There's probably somebody out there that would be would have been a better fit. And when you're younger and you get married, you just don't know that. And then you grow up together, as it were. You have kids. You're raising them together, as it were. The compatibility can go out the window, and they were saying you get these kind of short bursts of agreeing or aligning or coming together or making things work, and you have these short bursts of things that are beautiful about it, and then a lot of the rest of it is like uphill battles, right? But you get enough bursts of beauty or something to solve the puzzle piece temporarily, that keeps the relationship going. But they all said, look, we made a choice and we're sticking to our guns on this. And that by itself rectifies so much about a relationship that we both choose to keep going. And if that's not a beautiful thing, a holy thing, the righteous thing, then I don't know what is, right? Last thing. I remember being in court in front of a judge. This is not to throw shame or shade on my ex. Lord have mercy. That is not the truth. I don't believe that for a second. But it was brought to the court's attention, to the judge's attention, something that I had done 13 years prior. 13 years prior to the divorce. We were barely just starting to date at the time. And I had done something that was, in my opinion, very minor. It wasn't anything wrong or illegal. No one was in danger. Nothing like that. But this thing was brought to bear in the court of law as a reason why I should not be a father. This was never discussed. It was never brought up. It was never, in my thinking anyway, it was never this big hole, and it was brought up as a reason why I shouldn't be a father. One of the reasons. And it was a half-truth, let's say, a half-truth. And looking back on things now, there was some incompatibility with my ex. I think everybody has those things. I think everybody doesn't align right or perfectly. And I think that a lot of things, if you want them to be, or if you allow them to be, they become a stumbling block as to why the relationship shouldn't work, or why you're incompatible, and why the whole thing should fall down and be nixed. The whole relationship, generations to come, that whole relationship needs to fall apart. There was an incompatibility issue, is what I think it was, really. And then years later, this incompatibility issue is leveled against me as a reason why I shouldn't be a father in the court, in divorce court. And that's what it was. It was an incompatibility. Again, Lord have mercy. But that's no reason to fry your life and fry generations to come, and to condemn the other person, and to condemn the other person to an absolute hell, and condemn your children of generations of family wealth, not in terms monetarily, but a family wealth of having a mother and a father, and seeing someone love each other and try again and go again and turn towards each other again. You are completely robbing generations of children of a healthy turning in towards each other, and seeing the good towards each other, and seeing the mercy in each other, for incompatibility. It's mind-blowing to me. And so anyway, that's all. That's what I'm saying. Couples that don't know each other are all saying the same things. Yes, we're incompatible. Yes, there's these things that we don't agree on or like about each other. But that's no reason to not forgive and turn towards each other. Don't divorce over incompatibility. What a thought. What a thought. Yes, you're incompatible. Go again. It's my thought for today. Hope everybody's doing well.